Hello and welcome. In this video tutorial, we will explore a new topic, Cascading Style Sheets, CSS. Web designers use CSS to separate the presentation style of a web page from the information on the web page. CSS is used to configure text, color, and page layout. To begin, I'm going to create a Chapter 4 folder. So I'm going to right-click and say New Folder, Chapter 4. Select Enter. I'd like to duplicate this Trillium folder and put it in my Chapter 4. So I'm going to go to my desktop. I'm going to go to the CIS 152 folder, Chapter 2. I'm going to right-click on Trillium. I'm going to copy. I'm going to go back to my CSI 152 folder. On Chapter 4, I'm going to right-click and I'm going to paste. And if I double-click, there it is. I'm just going to rename this CH4 and then Trillium. And I'm going to hit Enter. I'm going to go back into brackets and I'm going to right-click and I'm going to say Refresh my file tree. And if I look now, I have a Chapter 4 Trillium. I have the Chapter 2 Trillium contact HTML file open and I would like to close that. I did update the email and I added in the href attribute and it has the mail to contact information. You can find that in your book if you would like to update that. I'm going to go ahead and close both of the files that are open. In my Chapter 4 Trillium, I'm going to right click and I'm going to create a new file. And I'm going to call this Trillium.css. And I'm going to hit Enter. I'm going to add all of the styles that are shown in the figure 4.16 in your textbook. So I'm going to begin with the body selector. And I'm going to add in the declaration property using Emmet. So I'm going to type in BGC tab. And it comes up with the pound FFF white. And that's fine because that's exactly what I want to use. I'm going to go to the end of this command and I'm going to select the Enter key and I'm going to add in the text color, and that's just the letter C, pound, and the text color is 191970. And I'm going to select the tab key. Alright, so I have my body selector. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and I'm going to type in the rest of the CSS styles for this page. So I'm going to type in the footer. I'm going to use the letter C, pound, and then tab, and I'm going to create a class. It's going to be called company name. C, pound, tab. Notice when I hover over the hexadecimal code, it shows me what the color of this swatch is going to be. I'm going to go ahead and save this. I'm going to go back to my index HTML file, and on line 5, after the closing title tag, I'm going to type in link and then tab, and I'm going to go ahead and select the Trillium CSS file and link that to this page. I'm going to save that, Control S. I'm going to go to the contact page and I'm going to do the same thing. So after the closing title tag, the word link, tab, and I'm going to type in Trillium. It finds it. I'm just going to hit the Enter key and I'm going to save that file, Control S as well. The link element associates the contacts HTML web page with the Trillium CSS external style sheet. I'm going to go ahead and view these pages in a browser. Okay, it looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and select the home page. Alright, it looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and update the home page with some more information. So I'm going to go back into brackets. I'm going to switch to my index file, and after where it says New Media and Web Design, the first paragraph, I'm going to go after the closing paragraph tag and I'm going to hit enter. And I'm going to add in an unordered list. So I'm going to say UL list item, and I'm going to add 5 list items. So I'm going to do times 5 and then tab. And I'm going to put in website design for my first one, interactive animation, alright, so I have my 5 list items in here. I'm just going to add in an extra space after the unordered list. Now I would like to have the usability studies and the search optimization. I'd like to modify those styles, and I'd like to add a class attribute that associates the class feature. So I'm going to go inside of the list item, and I'm going to type in class. I'm going to type in class equals feature, and I'm going to do the same for the search engine optimization. I'm going to add a class to this list item, and I'm going to call it feature. I'm going to save this, and I'm going to go back to my Trillium CSS file because I don't have a feature class in here. So I'm going to go after company name. I'm going to type in a period, and I'm going to add in feature, and I'm going to give this a text color of red, and I'm going to select the tab key. I'm going to save this. I'm going to go back to my index file. I just wanted to make sure that I've saved that. I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to refresh. Perfect. Here is my unordered list, and 2 of my list items have the feature class associated with this list item. I'm going to go back into brackets. In the paragraph that says our expert designers, I'm going to go ahead and add an ID. I'm inside of the paragraph tag. I'm going to type ID, and I'm going to go ahead and add in the word new. And I'm going to give this a bright pink text color. So I'm going to go ahead and save this file, and I'm going to go to my Trillium, and I'm going to add in a pound new, and I'm going to add in collar, the letter C, pound FF00CC, and tab. Now I like to have my IDs above my class names so that I can keep this in some sort of an order for myself. So I'm going to save this file, and I'm going to go back and review this, and there I have this bright pink text color for this paragraph. Let's modify this file a little further in brackets. I'm going to add a span element in the first paragraph and apply the already created class named company name around the first 3 words. So I'm going to type in span, the period, since this is going to be a class, company name, my left curly brace, and my right curly brace, because these are the 3 words that I want to include in my span, and tab. So here I have my span class, the company name. This was already determined for us in CSS. We've already included that style. I'm going to save this, but I want to make one other modification. If I go back to my browser and I refresh, I know it's really light to see, but you can see that the company media design has changed, and it's a really slight change. I think if we added the pink, it'd be better to see. I'd like to get rid of this space right here that's between the H1 tag and the nav menu bar right here. So back into brackets, I'm going to go to my CSS, and the company name has this light blue. I'm just going to go ahead and highlight this, and I'm going to use the control key and the / to comment that out, and I'm going to go with the brighter pink, and where it says feature, I'm just going to use that color. And so that's going to be a red. Let's see, is it the new color? Okay, I'm going to use the new color. I'm just going to put a C on there. Perfect. I would combine these two, an ID and a name. I would just put a comma and then put company name if I was going to use the exact same style for both. In my H1 tag, I want to remove some of the additional margin that happens to be underneath the heading, the header 1. So I'm going to go to my H1 heading, and after the last style, I'm going to select the Enter key. And the margin is one of the components of the CSS box model, which we'll work on in Chapter 6. This is just one technique that we can use to collapse the empty space between the two elements, the H1 and the nav. So I'm going to type in MB and then 0 and then tab. So margin bottom. I'm going to save this, go back here, and there you go. You can see where it has collapsed, and that style looks a lot better. Here you can see that span element. I think it's a little bit easier if I put it in the bright pink instead of that light blue. I think it's just too hard for you to see it on my screen. So the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to validate my CSS code. So I'm at this website, which is the W3C CSS validation service. And I'm going to use the file upload, and I'm going to select choose file, and I want to be in my chapter 4 folder, chapter 4 Trillium, and here's my Trillium CSS file. I'm going to say open, and I'm going to go ahead and check. And congratulations, no errors were found. So here's a little icon that you could add to your web pages. It's no longer standard to do this, but if you wanted to add in this little icon, it will show that you've checked your work for CSS. So let's go back into brackets, and I'm just going to remove M off of bottom, and I'm going to save this. Go back to the home page, file upload, choose the file, Trillium, open, check. And it tells me that I have one error, and it says property margin BOTTO doesn't exist. But the closest matching property name is margin bottom. I'm going to go into my style sheet and look, it's on line 8. And if you notice back here, it's on line 8. So it's giving me a code hint to where that might be. All right, so I'm going to correct that, and I'm going to save my work. And this completes the exercise hands-on practice for Chapter 4. Thank you.